intersection in the corner. We got an obvious COS.
And I hit it. I was like,
Engine 40, you need hands up there?
We're documenting and investigating exactly what happened.
About a 30-year-old female. First time of death.
Time of death, 2137. 2137.
Dangerous by design. Austin city leaders admit poor planning going back decades put people who walk Austin streets at risk every day.
The KVUE Defenders found there have been more than 2,400 pedestrian-involved crashes since 2012. More than 1,600 resulted in injuries, 138 of them fatal.
Investigative reporter Erica Proffer with tonight's Defenders investigation.
Each year, city leaders promise change, but the numbers keep rising. A recent national study ranks Austin higher for pedestrian danger than larger cities like Los Angeles, Chicago, and Philadelphia. These crashes change the lives of everyone involved, the pedestrians, the drivers, and their families. She's an 8-year-old kid who likes doing 8-year-old things. Like picking on her brother.
I'm the queen.
But Zabri Calderon is no typical 8-year-old. A nurse is by Zabri's side half the day.
She's cool. She likes to draw pictures.
It's the care she needs since being hit by a car 2 years ago.
So I can fall in the trash. I saw Mama and Daddy. I just went walking. And the car hit me.
Zabri was waiting for the school bus at 12th and Angelina when she saw her adoptive parents. She ignored all traffic. A driver didn't see her in time to stop. Zabri's adoptive mother, who doesn't speak very well, tried yelling, "Stop!"
I was shocked. I was shocked when I saw it.
Zabri was thrown 15 feet. She spent 4 months in a coma, then awoke to a strange new world. A world she sometimes still forgets.
You know, she forget what she is, what she's doing.
She forgets you're her mother.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zabri requires a feeding tube. Her bed and all of these supplies belong in a hospital, but instead sit here in her room.
Actually, let's wash your hands first.
I was, very concerned when I moved here when I just saw the amount of pedestrians that were getting hit out on the road.
Which is why Joel Meyer, Austin's pedestrian coordinator, is tasked with fixing Austin's pedestrian infrastructure to prevent more kids from ending up like Zabri.
Really looking at traffic safety holistically, from an engineering standpoint, from an education standpoint, from an enforcement standpoint, to really look at all the different factors.
The KVUE Defenders analyzed all pedestrian-involved car wrecks for the last 5 years. The top 5 stretches of road with the most include North Lamar between 183 and Breaker Lane, Riverside east of I-35, South Congress to William Cannon from Westgate to I-35, North I-35 from 183 to Palmer Lane, all in poor parts of the city. Why do you think that is?
So I think a lot of it has to do with just historical underinvestment in those communities. So lack of sidewalks, lack of safe crossing opportunities.
Walk sign is on to cross Lamar.
Then we saw another alarming trend. People actually try to cross here. 6 lanes on I-35.
It happens every single day.
147 people were hit by cars because of crossing the interstate and frontage roads.
You think you can judge a car that's going 65 miles an hour, but those cars get on you that quick, and there's no way that you can take any kind of evasive action as a driver.
Just ask Michaela Manning.
Yeah, there's that feeling in my stomach, that little pit feeling that I hit somebody and they're not gonna be able to recover.
A woman crossed I-35 in front of her vehicle.
What is your name?
Michaela Manning.
Are you saying, did you say you hit somebody?
No time to react.
Actually, it has been a while since I've talked about it, so starting to feel all of it again.
Guilt silences words. Michaela wasn't at fault, but what if she didn't stop for gas earlier? What if she was in another lane? What if?
Because this was a person, and for all I know, a good person.
A crosswalk was a half-mile away, a 10-minute walk.
There's absolutely no reason why should anybody have to cross a highway. You know, it may be a few minutes longer to walk, but it could possibly save your life.
It's not always that simple. 2,500 miles of Austin streets still need sidewalks. For example, this stretch of I-35, sidewalks along the southbound access road, not on the northbound. And here on Lamar, no sidewalks on either side. Soon, new ordinances will require sidewalks with new developments. The developers must also upgrade faulty sidewalks.
Tag!
You may have noticed already. Breathing doesn't come easy for Zabri. And see the way each step is a little different? All reminders of the crash. But as far as Zabri has left to go, she's come a long way and gives us words to live by.
Make sure you look both ways.
And what would you tell the drivers?
That can you stop? Because I'm trying to cross.
Grown-up advice from an 8-year-old with experience.
Right now on KVUE.com, our digital team mapped out each pedestrian crash in Austin since 2012. You can zoom into your neighborhood or see your commute to work and recognize the streets that we travel must be shared. For the KVUE Defenders, Erica Proffer, KVUE News.